Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following me on Twitter over the last week, you would know that they delayed the new Avengers game that was supposed to come out in about 2 months. They delayed it all the way to September. So we're going to discuss why I think they delayed it, what led to the delay. I have the article in front of me. It came out a couple days ago, but I'm kind of curious because I've been waiting for this game since they announced it. The game has had a lot of backlash, negative, because first of all, it doesn't follow the current MCU's format, and then the way the characters are designed and looked. I know two of the main characters was Black Widow, how she looks, and Captain America, how he looks. And I saw memes about him compared to Batman and with the with the hockey pants and everything when Christian Bale said that in Batman. So let's just get on into it. Let's get on into the discussion. First of all, I am looking forward to the game. Yes, the characters don't look like the characters except Iron Man and Hulk, somewhat Black Widow. Thor doesn't look like how Thor looks in the comics, the cartoon, or the MCU movies, but I do like his design. It's very Viking-like, and if you guys don't know, Thor is a Norse god, a Viking god. But when they announced the game and showed the first trailer, it had a lot of backlash because of the way Black Widow looked and the way Captain America looked and the way Thor looked. And I was there for that because I did not like the way Black Widow looked. I liked the way Thor looked. I did not like the way Captain America looked. If you go back and watch my first ever reaction to the game being announced, apparently this is in the same universe as the recent Spider-Man game that came out, but it follows a different trend. If that makes sense. It doesn't follow the MCU whatsoever. You do have the characters from the MCU, but the story isn't following what the MCU has right now. You have the main characters: Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, Black Widow. I heard Hawkeye was supposed to be in the game. That's what I heard. That's a rumor. I don't know if it's true, but those are the four main ones that we saw. We saw Taskmaster. In the first trailer, I think at the end of the trailer gameplay, that was the Abomination, but we don't know who the villain of the game is. We know who the villain is, which is Taskmaster, but I don't know if it's AIM that's like a big villain because Cap dies in this, as far as we see. But I was reading that the game was delayed because the studio that created the game, which is Square Enix, and another studio, they were disappointed in how it looked, so they wanted to go back and redesign and re-edit and what's the word I'm looking for? Re-edit and freaking re-render the game. And I have one of the articles in front of me right now. My computer decides to work. The delay of Marvel's Avengers is a bit more severe than one we saw for Final Fantasy, which was a remake. And while Final Fantasy Remake's release date went from March 3rd to April 10th, which is a little more current, Marvel's Avengers has been delayed from May until September. From what I know, this is the second delay that they had. From May till September. That gives Crystal Dynamics around 4 months to put the finishing touches on the game. But maybe more importantly, the delay puts more space between it and Cyberpunk 2077, which is scheduled to be released April 16th. So this tells me that they have no faith in the game at all. There's no faith, and especially because it's going against Cyberpunk, which is, I want to play it. I can't wait for that. I think I'll play that over Avengers. I think anyone would play that over Avengers. But that just shows that studios have no courage, not courage, but they have no courage in the game performing as the game should perform. So they put it off until a later date, so it's not running in conflict with Cyberpunk. So it's kind of understandable because they do that in the movie world too. When a big brand movie is coming out and like a movie that you don't think will perform well, they'll just put the release date off until a later date or an earlier date maybe. We've seen that a couple times last year. because of Avengers Endgame and all of that. They were movies they put off later on in the year because of, we all knew how big that movie, over $1 billion at box office. So okay, in a statement published to Crystal Dynamics website, the developer seemed to suggest that his decision was made in part to address fan feedback. When we set out to bring you our version of Marvel's Avengers, we committed to delivering an original story-driven campaign, engaging co-op, and compelling content for years to come. Crystal Dynamics co-heads Scott Amos and Ron Rosenberg wrote, To that end, we will spend this additional development time focusing on fine-tuning and polishing the game to the high standards the fan expects and deserve. So, again, that goes, they didn't have any courage in the game's performance, which is kind of sad, but I get where they're coming from. We saw Sonic do this because fan feedback was really negative. They completely dogged that. And you saw the producers and directors all go back to the drawing board, redesign Sonic, and now people are more excited. So it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing, you know. And this is a single player game, but multiplayer game online, which is something I read, which is pretty good, you know. Me personally, they should have made it a multiplayer game right off the bat. Give you and your friends a chance to be the Avengers together and work together, and you know, make strategies together, except from doing it online. But if you don't want to play online, what if you just have friends over and you want to play? You know, the worldwide team working on the Marvel Avengers sincerely appreciate the support you've shown us. The two continue. We thrive on our enthusiasm and feedback, and we can't wait to show you more. We apologize for the delay. We're confident it will be worth the wait. We got our first look at Marvel's Avengers at E3 2019, which came after a few years of build-up. Reaction to the footage that was shown and gameplay demos that were later offered was somewhat mixed. That may have prompted Crystal Dynamics to push the game back, but the statement from Amos and Rosenberg doesn't really delve into specifics. In any case, Marvel's Avengers and Final Fantasy Remake are two of Square Enix biggest releases in 2020, and now it looks like we'll have to wait longer to play both of them. You know, me personally, I never heard of Square Enix before this whole Avengers thing. I never heard of it. And like I said, when they dropped the gameplay, you immediately went on Twitter and you saw people dogging it because, first of all, these aren't what fans are used to. The characters aren't what fans are used to seeing. And we have no idea what the story's about, you know, which is a good thing. You don't want to spoil anything, but give us a hint. You gave us that Cap may die, but we don't know if he actually died. So, you know, it's up for grabs at this point in time because we don't know what's gonna happen. So, what do you think is gonna happen in this game? Do you think they're gonna further delay the game? Who's to say they won't again? Let me know down in the comments if you're looking forward to playing this game. What games you'd like to see come out in the next couple of years. Me personally, I want an Aquaman game. I want a Wonder Woman game. I want a Justice League game. And we heard about them doing a Batman Arkham series and revamping it and giving us more of those characters in that same universe, introducing us to those characters in that same universe, which I'm all for because I like the Arkham series games. Just introduce those characters, and please don't make them look goofy like Marvel did in the beginning with Black Widow and Captain America. Please don't. You know, we understand that you want to give us your vision on it, but you have a foundation of what you could have built it off of, and Captain America literally looks like he went down to Dick's, got some hockey gear, and spray painted the red, white, and blue on it. You could have given us this fish scale look. I would have been happy with that. But let me know in the comments what you think, and please like, comment, subscribe to this channel for all the latest movie news, trailer reactions, and just all out goofiness, okay? I want you guys to be part of the family, but let me know down below what you think and what you think is going to happen in the next couple months with this game. Everybody have a beautiful day.